I have always been an active woman since my younger days. Doing the physical activities that I love keeps me feeling alive and energized. So imagine how a woman like me felt the day I found out that I had osteoporosis. I thought only the elderly and inactive people get osteoporosis. It was only a word to me before I discovered that I, at 50, actually had it. Looking back, there have been many signs. My bones may not appear to be getting brittle and thinner, but the pain was there. It progressed surprisingly fast. I went from only being at risk to having full-blown osteoporosis. The year I spent resting after retiring from competitive dancing was filled with extreme pain. From making that first step out of bed in the morning, I am assaulted with pain throughout my body. But when I was getting fractures from the simplest of actions, I felt that something was terribly wrong. Getting my diagnosis was admittedly a very low point. For days, I was in denial, and the situation was made worse by the excruciating pain I was feeling. I found myself in a hopeless and helpless condition. I could not move a single part of my body. Even a slight touch sent me screaming in pain. I kept this condition to myself, never shared to my family and closest friends that I was battling this silent disease. I was weighed down not only by the physical pain, but more with realizing I can no longer do the simplest things with ease and comfort. Even more heartbreaking, it was preventing me from doing what I love most without trauma and pain. In this lowest of moments, I decided I needed to deal with my condition one day at a time. The journey to healing and recovery was not easy. Storming heaven with prayers, I decided to take a proactive stance and become a warrior, determined to beat osteoporosis and do everything possible to stop it from affecting my life. After talking to my doctor, I chose to treat my osteoporosis with a daily injection regimen to increase my bone mass. I was on a regular physical therapy program as well. The work that I needed to do to regain my strength was not even a fraction of the kind of exercise my body was used to, and yet I was grateful that slowly I am able to do them. The moment I accepted my illness and embraced the pain, everything started to change. I focused on healing myself physically, emotionally, mentally, and I felt the difference. I felt revived and refreshed, with the pain in my body reduced significantly. I realized life must go on in spite of and despite osteoporosis. Life's too good to be missing out on it. I am now treading the path of healing, and my faith is certainly my anchor. There were many times when I was ready to give up, when the pain was just too much to bear. But I realize now that when faced with adversities, one of the most powerful things you can do is simply pray. My medical treatment is a key factor on the road to recovery. My sports doctor and orthopedist for 10 years, Dr. Gario Femio and his Peak Form team have helped me tremendously in my healing and pain management. Dr. Gar's constant encouragement and positivity enabled me to work on making myself better so I can still live life and do the activities that I want and expect to be able to do. Proper nutrition is also very important. Having been a vegetarian for 13 years, I decided to retool my diet to include nutrients that help strengthen the bones. Lastly, I addressed my condition through exercise and continued physical activity, a feat I once thought was impossible. It's clear that there really is life for an osteoporotic like myself. My journey to complete healing and recovery is still ongoing. For sure, it is no walk in the park. But I know osteoporosis has altered the very essence of my purpose in life. I am now ready to take on the challenge and give a good fight, bolstered by my faith and the support of my family, loved ones, and my medical team. I sincerely believe that life is and will always be beautiful, even with this disease. And believe me, while osteoporosis may break my bones, I will never allow it to break my spirit.